What up, though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you connecting with me while I leave LCA. Looks like it's raining out here a bit. Well, it's anticlimactic. Wings lost. What's that?
You got tonight?
Did I do what tonight?
Tonight?
Oh, no. I got it like a week ago. Man, the thing is, I've noticed when I come to Red Wings games, a lot of chicks flirt with me. A lot. I'm not even kidding you. And I think the reason why, and y'all gonna think I'm being a cocky son of a bitch, and maybe I am, but I make this whole Red Wing shit look good. I come to these games, I wear a hockey jersey, your boy fills it out. Not to be funny, but 90% of the dudes here, when I come to a Red Wings game, be morbidly obese. And they don't look quite the same way I do in a jersey. Y'all can think I'm just being a cocky SOB if you want to. I'm telling y'all, man, that's what it is. I'm here at the game, and I've noticed this every time I'm at a Red Wings game. It's not just tonight. These chicks be finding reasons to talk to me, say little flirty stuff. What is that? Like the police trying to get people to move on about their way. And a thing that I've noticed is the chicks, it doesn't matter that they with their man. They will talk, they will flirt, even though they with their man. They just do not care. So when I tell y'all about getting in shape, when I tell y'all about becoming the best version of yourself, when I tell y'all about looks maxing, washing your hair, brushing your hair, trimming your beard, all that stuff, just looking your best, I'm not just kidding y'all, man. Anytime I'm out and about, I get noticed and women flirt with me. And I be having to be careful because the thing is that I'm from Detroit, man. And Detroit dudes, we pretty possessive when it comes to our women. And chicks will flirt with you even though they with their man. And the dude will be more mad at you than he is at this chick, and you ain't saying nothing to her. So you got to be careful of that too. But I'm going to get to the topic at hand, and I ain't going to really be out here too long because I got to get to my truck because it's fucking raining out here. But I seen a woman that was talking about she was cutting off her father because he was a Trump supporter. Now, I swear, liberal white women really be down bad, for real. Really, really, really down bad. And you guys have heard me say a bunch of times before, when it come to white guys, we should have listened to them sooner about how bad liberal white women are. This is no different. You got a woman that's talking about cutting off her dad, and she looked older. She looked like she had to have been in her late 40s, possibly early 50s. Talking about cutting off her father because he's a Trump supporter. I mean, how crazy is that, man? Why would you cut off your parents? Talking about her dad's not a good person because of it. I mean, just silliness over his political beliefs. Just crazy, man. I've went years, and I say this from experience, I've went years without talking to my folks over one thing or another. It wasn't political beliefs. And I ended up feeling regrets over it because you have a limited amount of time on this earth. You don't know when your last day is. And your folks, you have limited time with them. So this time that you be fighting with them over all sorts of stuff, differences in opinions, differences over political beliefs, differences over social beliefs, when they're gone, none of that shit matters anymore. So I really don't recommend falling out with your peoples over stuff like this. And the thing that really messed her up, I said messed up, but it was messed her up, was that her mom, and shout outs to her mom. Her mom is never gonna see this, but shout outs to her mom anyway. What's that? We got somebody on the Harley going. Police out here trying to direct traffic. But her mom stood and held the line with the father. Her mom told her, because she was crying about this aspect, is that if she wasn't going to talk to her father anymore, the mom wasn't going to deal with her anymore. And I really admired that because, you know, some of these kids, we try to raise our kids as best as we possibly can, but sometimes along the way, they really take on some spoiled, entitled nonsense. She seems too old to take on this sort of mentality, but here we are. Who do you think you are to where you would actually think that you would separate your folks? I mean, where do you get off at? The nerve that you would think that your mom would choose you over her husband. Like, that's her husband. You her kid. You forever gonna be her kid, but that's her husband. These kids, they just don't freaking get it, man. And I'm glad that I kind of had that example, is that your spouse is your spouse and they come before anything, including your children. You got to make sure your spouse is fine. Your kids, they gonna move out, they gonna go on about their way, they gonna have families of their own. And I would imagine that this woman is by herself, because she can't possibly have a man in the picture if she thinking something is goofy, if she gonna separate her mom from her father. I just can't imagine that this would be a woman that a man would choose to deal with, because why would a man choose to deal with? Especially just liberal white women love to lose, man, for real. Y'all might think that I'm critical when it comes to them, but I really don't think that I am. I feel like that I've recently become awakened to just how ridiculous liberal white women can be. Like, really. Liberal white women are like the enemy of everybody. They are the ones that push all of the trans stuff the most. They are the ones that push all of the rainbow stuff the most. They are the ones that claim to be pro-women, yet they support men playing against women in sports. I mean, really, who are they for? They really are like the enemy of everybody, because their progressive nonsense ruins things. There is nothing. I mean, think about this. I honestly, and if I'm wrong, y'all tell me, but I honestly can't think of a single thing that liberal white women got involved in that was better for it. You have a situation where a woman is calling herself trying to cut off her dad because he voted for Trump, and honestly expected her mom to side with her. I mean, only in that situation where you're dealing with a liberal white woman would that be a thing. That would be the expectation. So I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna get on out of here, man. It's a fun day, a fun night, actually, out here in the city of Detroit, downtown. It was fun at the Red Wings game, even though they lost. I'm gonna go ahead and pack it in, man. I'm gonna be back out here tomorrow. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.